right, guys, we are on to the third walkthrough for Sker Ritual. This is Sewer of the Dead. Now, I think Jason would agree with me. This on Nightmare was by far the hardest one we've had to do so far, just because the setup for it is so hard. So someone brought up in the comments that we should start doing these on normal than easy. The reason we don't do these on Nightmare is because there's no time to like show you guys what needs to be done. So we're going to try it on normal today, and hopefully that gives us enough time to tell you guys what we're doing, what our thought process is. We're going to try and give you guys kind of the best strategy for if you were doing this on Nightmare, because I would say out of all of them, this is the one where, out of the three that we've done, this is the one where you really have to change your setup to get through Nightmare. The other ones you can kind of just do what we told you, like what we did on easy. Like there was really no change, but for this one, easy to Nightmare, like it's a pretty drastic change. So either way, let's do it. So if you are playing on the hardest difficulty, Nightmare mode, the first thing you're going to want is the SMG at the beginning, which I'm probably going to grab right now, and then one person is going to want the wonder weapon, and then another person is going to want the shotgun, just because that seems to be the best kind of combo. But first thing that's special about this map is we have to break these spores so that it unlocks some doors. Ooh, that rhymed. I'm so happy. These you can't open until you have the wonder weapon, so don't worry about those for now. We'll come back. Boom. Nice. So right here is the SMG. It's going to be 1800 in Nightmare mode. I'm going to grab it now, and that's going to be my gun I pack-a-punch. Just because so the reason we need a long-range gun as well and not just a shotgun is because the boss is like a long-range boss. So the shotgun's not going to help you. So that's why you want to grab that one. So this is the mini boss of this map. As you can see, you kind of have to play at range because he's got these rats. Now the rats won't like insta down you or anything. Like you can get a couple hits in before the rats eat your feet off. But try and stay out of there as best as you can. This is why this is going to be kind of a long-range map. So going this way, you will see your first perk. They give you jugs first on purpose because if you're doing this on Nightmare, you will want to grab it basically as soon as possible. Just because the damage is just... You're going to get swarmed. This isn't a very big area map. It's a lot of tight corridors. There's only one spot that's like really good for training, I guess, which would be the radio tower. You could do it in spawn, but that's still pretty tight. This is going to separate into two spots. So over here is the great training area, but we have to get the wonder weapon first. This is the train area, where right here's the spore. So you want to open that one. Hit this spore. Now, if you're playing on Nightmare, I would not recommend being in the train at all during rounds because it is so unbelievably tight. So unbelievably tight. So I'm going to continue through. Don't worry about this area. There's nothing in there just yet. I'm going to open this door. This is really just a straightaway. Boom. This is the main area we want to go to. So boom. To break that, and then jump to hit that one. And then we want to open this box to unlock the wonder weapon. Now you're going to get some hags. So the hags, you kind of want to just knife them because if you shoot them, they disappear. Very similar to the banshees, but yeah. So now we have to get 2,000 points for the gun. It's 2,500 in Nightmare mode. But yeah, so we're just going to save up for that, and that's going to be my second weapon. Normally I run the shotgun because Jason's really good with the, he's really good with this weapon. I'm not. So I run the shotgun usually, but then we'll show you guys how to start clearing stuff open. All right, I have my 2,000. Ooh, sweet catalyst. Beautiful, beautiful timing. Oh, Jason's going with the plague gun too. Okay, Jason. Okay.
Yeah, this time around, since we're on an easier difficulty, I want to try an old crit build with it and see how it goes.
So we have one left. So now we can start opening these spores. So right there, you have to use this gun to open it. We're not going to go this way just yet because this door is not that important. We're actually going to go around and unlock the training area. Now, if you get to this point, you're pretty much set for Nightmare mode. Like, getting to this point on Nightmare is the critical moment, you know? So, boom, break it, and we're going to open this door. And now this is your training area. So, yeah. Boom. And broke that. This is where we're going to go. This kind of leads back down. We're going to hit another area. Another way of getting to that. So, here's this. Head on down and you will see that this is filled with water. We're going to drain this later. And then this way, Jason, I might ask you to open this door for me if you don't mind, just so we can show them. Thank you. So this takes us to the backside of the train. So right here is the door that we didn't open. And this is just kind of that backside. Now this side's not as important yet, so we don't have to open it. For this map, you're really going to want to try and keep as many doors closed as possible. So now we're going to show you one more area because I want to really emphasize this one for when you're on nightmare mode. So later on, we're going to have to do a soul box. And that soul box is in an area where there's a lot of spawns. So what you want to do is you want to open this one. I'll open this just because we're going to clear the rats with the plague gun. Oh, that's the last. I don't want to kill that guy. Oops. Now we're going to keep this door closed. Right there's the soul box. That's why we're going to keep it closed. Because we don't want to do the soul box later and have that spawn open, especially on nightmare, because it is just nuts. So we are back at the radio tower, and now we have to use the plague gun to destroy the spores. Now, same concept as what we've been doing, but these kind of spawn in a certain order. So as you can see, here's one, but you can't shoot it. You basically have to start from the bottom and work your way up. So like here's one for, actually I think this one opens this door, right? Ooh, stop the machine. Can you do that, Jason? Is it possible?
Yeah, I'm heading there.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start breaking spores. As you can see, that's 1 of 8. There's no order to them. It's just that they spawn separate amounts. Normally I would get out of here, but it's such a low wave that it really doesn't matter. Again, this is just not the area you want to be stuck in.
And then if I remember correctly, one of the notes that you're missing should be at the bottom of the radio tower.
Oh, good call. Yeah. Right here. As I step on it. Good call. Boom. And now I believe I can. There's actually more than 8. They just spawn in just a weird order so that you can get them in like some kind of level of progression, but as long as you hit 8 of them, you're good. So I think this is one. Yeah.
Behind these doors,
awesome.
the way to the radio tower.
Okay. So now we can head back up and we can start kind of the core part of this mission. So we're going to activate this. So memorize the colors: red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. So there's one. Same thing on the one to the right. Blue, red, green. Oh. Blue. God. Red, green. Green, blue, red. Green, blue, red. And there is our first key. 1 second, Jason. I'm going to have to answer a text real fast. So there is 1 key. 1 key done. Let's get this one done, I guess. I think we could get this one done right now. So this one requires you to get tokens. Now, once you hit this, a bunch of guys over there are going to spawn. These guys are called, I'm going to call them erasers, you know? Like, because they sprint really hard and they have high defense. Like, they can actually block bullets. So, yeah, let's do this.
My mother told me
it's really easy.
Arrived at this very station. The train used to bring a lot of
so each one drops a coin, so there's 2. Woo! Max ammo. And 1. Oh, that's a regular guy, so he doesn't count. But now, all you have to do is put your coins in. 1, 2, 3. Now you just have to sit in the circle till it prints. All right, so after that, it prints the code. And now it says Berry Island. It doesn't really matter. All you have to know is that now we have to go to what's called the catacombs, which is actually the right side of spawn. So normally by now I would have jugs. The only perks that you need on nightmare mode are jugs, speed, and double tap. That's all we ran. In this, we'll probably just get all of them just because we're going to have an abundance of money, I think. But we'll see. So Open this. So right here is spawn, obviously. Go this way. Might have to take out some rats. So you've cleared the rats, right? And again, this is basically an 8. Like it basically makes an 8, so it's not too confusing, right? If you go left, right here is Pack-a-Punch. So it tends to be this one right here, but so this time it's not. But just go to each corner and just open these until you get the code, and you'll see what I mean by the code. Yep, there you go. Now you can take a picture of it or you can memorize it. I just like taking a picture of it because it's just easier. Less thinking, you know? Now the other thing we're gonna open before we leave is this door, because that's gonna be something that we need to do for the next step, or for the next key, I should say. So we're gonna go back into the train all the way down. And oh, not even all the way down. I felt like it's further. But now we just want to input that code. Awesome. And here is our second key. Now, the third one is a little bit of a time constraint, but it's not a big deal. Let's just wait around. We'll wait to the end of this one.
I have the stranger here, but no other guys.
Okay, I got the guy on me, which is fine because it's just the one. So, all right. So this is called the plague rat step. So all you want to do is activate this and then shoot the chest. So there's one. As you can see, you're on a time constraint of 2 minutes. So now we're gonna go back towards Pack-a-Punch. Take a right into that door that we opened, and here's the second one. Boom. Now we have to go back to the train. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, for Nightmare, for if you're playing on Nightmare, make sure you get the perk Get Up and Go, just so you can res your teammates faster. That's really the important one. But now we're gonna go outside to here where Lucky is. It's the first right outside of the train. There's the second one. Or I'm sorry, the third one. And the last one is over by where we got the ticket. So if this is where we got the ticket, it's right in this little hut here. Shoot the purple shell. So now we gotta go back to spawn again. See, this map's a lot of back and forth, which makes it extra hard on Nightmare because you're basically fighting for your life to get back to where you started. Plague Rat is not terribly difficult, especially with the shotgun that you have, but you really have to get close to him. Completely whiffed my shot there. It's a goddamn shotgun and I missed. We're trying not to hit the exploder right there. There we go, that's a good one. That's a good hit. One more. Sweet. So there's key 3. That one just kind of automatically goes into your inventory. Now we're back at the ticket booth area. And we want to open this door, which I think Jason actually already opened. And here's
opened for the train.
Yeah, and here's one more spore. I think that's the last spore on the map. There might be one more, but that one we'll get later anyway. Open this door. It's free. And then you want to hit this. By doing this... Oh, let me grab double tap, which is right behind it. Swift death, yep. And now we want to head back to spawn again. One thing I should mention, if you're like, man, the SMG is good, but I want something a little stronger, here's your assault rifle, the Pavlov Automatot or whatever it's called. So grab that one. It's a little more expensive, and honestly, on Nightmare mode, it didn't make that much of a difference Pack-a-Punched or not with the SMG. The damage fall off is definitely a lot better on the assault rifle, but this map's so tight, you're really not shooting in long ranges anyway. So that's why I would stick with the SMG and just make sure you hit the head. So we're going way to the back here, way to the back of the catacombs. We're gonna open this door and you will meet the quiet one. Press F and he will walk. Now, as you can see, this is one of the slowest walks I've ever seen in a video game. You can give it 475 points or 600 points on Nightmare difficulty. Honest to God, as painful as it is, I would say don't spend the money on Nightmare mode and just deal with it because you need the points. We have an abundance of points already because we're not buying as much, but on Nightmare mode you might just have to deal with it, which sucks, but like Yeah, it's definitely worth it in the end because you don't want to spend thousands and thousands of points on this guy. All right, so he's just going to run down to the sewer. And the sewer is how we kind of drain this swamp, I guess you could say, you know, if you want to call it that. You'll see that it's not like a crazy new area that you get. It's really just a loop back, and I'll show you how that loops. So we want to hit this and the other one, and that drains the water. And we can grab the key. So I'm just going to show you guys, if you go this way, because as you can see, this is opening. Right there is where we shot the chest of the one dude. So we have no reason to open this door. We can smack this. Where am I? Yeah. Smack that and that. This is the backside to the spawn. So you don't have to open that, but you do want to open either this side or the backside over there later. We actually don't have to do it yet. There's nothing in here that we need until potentially later. Last guy just crapped out, which is not a bad thing. We just have to get down into the radio tower again because we got to put the keys in, and we have to start that soul box that I was telling you guys about before. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Sweet. So now it's going to say eliminate enemies in the radius to escort the hangman with the fuel. So we're just going to run past these guys. And right here is the soul box. So you just have to stand outside of it and kill enemies. So this is why we kept this door closed. That's one less spawn you have to worry about. So now you just have to worry about the stairs across from you and your right. So Jason is in here with me for this. If you were playing on nightmare mode, you will want to get out of here. You would want one person in here. Do not be afraid to leave the circle and reset. Like, this is going to take you, this is going to be the longest step because this has to go all the way around. Ooh. That's such a shame because I would like to get pack-a-punch, but... Well, actually, where's the... Oh. Yeah, it might be packing time pretty soon. My damage is not fantastic. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go do that now, just because. So, even on Nightmare, you don't really have to go past Pack-a-Punch 1. I don't think I took anything to Pack-a-Punch 2 just because it's so much money. I'm stepping back.
Yep.
Going in. Oh, I slid and ulted and I died. Shit. I'm okay. Worst comes to worst, I can grab my my body.
It's fine. I got you.
Oh, you do? Okay, thank you. Oh, that's funny. I just I ulted and I was like, oh, it's gonna clear the map, and all it did was clear all of the boomers.
Yeah, I was about to say
I was like,
that.
oh shit. Now we can go grab this, and Jason, I'm pretty much good to go if you're ready.
I would like to pack real quick,
Yep.
but you can start the fight if you wanted.
No, go for it. We'll wait. Well, how about this? Before we go in there, and I know it's super loud right now for some reason, let's go through the perks real fast. So you guys know where jugs, double tap, and what's it called? What's the ghost or the stamina up? Double tap, jugs, stamina up. So on the other side of the train, towards the beginning, I'm going at it from the ticket booth. Right here is speed. In the catacombs past Pack-a-Punch is static shock or shock and load, shock and awe, whatever. I call it shock and awe. I like shock and awe way better. And our last perk is down in the sewers, past the guy that we kind of like rescued, I guess, or like protected. And it's right here. Get up and go. So now, Jason and I are ready for this boss. Now, you'll see what I mean by, oh, it's a long-range boss. Like, you can't use a shotgun, but you will need a shotgun for it because it's kind of a two-step boss. So when we get in there, you're going to aim for the eyes. Just do crazy damage to the eyes. If you're Pack-a-Punch, you're going to do more than enough damage. Just make sure that you have enough space and enough distance between you and enemies so that it's not too difficult. You will deal with abominations on the ground, but don't even bother killing anything. Just like just create space. That's really it. So from here, just aim for those eyes. And once he gets down to a third of his health bar, he will leave. So now we have to go down into the catacombs here, avoid the abominations, and you will see these. Each one of them is going to spawn and have a health bar. So use your rat gun to break it open. And then once that happens, you can go back up and shoot the guy in the eyes again. You just have to find him. Yep, so he just spawned. Stay out of his light. He really doesn't have any attacks, which is nice about this guy. I have yet to see, he might have one laser beam, but that's about it. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Go back down into the catacombs. Let's see, do we have another? Ooh, do we have? Yep, there's Jason breaking it. Oof. Oh, thank God I had my ult. Ammo is right across from where you spawned in. Boom.
Thank God. I didn't know if you'd make
So right here is what it takes to end the game. So remember, there's an achievement for beating it in under 35 minutes. So just
I overheard another
you can
talk.
end it there. But we're gonna show you guys the unguided quest. So now what we want to do, hit the weapon, knife him, and then we are going to show you guys the locations for where he could potentially be. So the first location, this is that room that I told you don't have to open, and you can actually just see him. So he's right there. If you didn't hit that spot, well, actually that kind of makes it so that you don't ever have to open this door, which is really nice. So that's the first location. The next spot is going to be outside on, I believe it's here, or yeah, I believe it's there. It's this side. It's like he's going to spawn up in here. The next location is underneath the guy. Oh, perfect. He's underneath the sewer guy. The next two locations are on the train. So they're in the open area. So he's either going to be right here, or if you go all the way down the train to where we shot the guy in the chest, he's going to be up in that corner. You can kind of just make him out there, but he's up on there. And then there's one more location, which is in the catacombs. Oh, wow. Jason, I just ate shit. So the last location is going to be in the catacombs, and I believe he's like in the back, or he's right here. You can't miss him. He's literally like right on one of the corners, just sitting there. So yeah, and you could always go by the noise too. But so now we have to do the next step of the Easter egg, which is the start of the rituals. Now you're going to fight a boss. Now you're going to fight this boss 3 times. He's not hard. He has a very, very slow attack, but you're going to want to use whatever gun is probably the most powerful, or a shotgun. You can get rid of the rat gun at this point. You do not need it, which is why I might just quickly grab the shotgun just for the damage. But let's just see how much damage I do to this guy with just the rat gun. Unpack-a-punched. So now you will come to the cage. Right here is this. And now just aim for the head. Okay, that's good damage. I can take that. So just get right in on him. Watch that hammer. Jason, how many zombies do you have?
I'm sorry, I have 2 on me.
Oh, okay. Just because I have a bunch of them. Okay, just killed them. So that's the first one. I'm going to kill my zombies just because now we have a little back and forth to do. So, first one done. Next step. We have to go back to where we got the plague gun. And you will see these. Now, each one, as you can see, west is helmet, north is bird, blah, blah, blah. So you have to find the cats and spin them towards. So I know that the south is going to be a Medusa. So I'm going to go to south, which is right over there. Like it's behind the train. And I'm going to turn it to Medusa. So that's how I know. So there's one. I'll show you the locations, but it literally means like south, west, east, and north. So yeah, so I'm just going to grab 2 right now just to memorize them. So south is Medusa, west is helmet. So right here is Lucky. South is Medusa. So I'm going to turn him. The reason I know it's south is because it literally has the S on it. So we're going to spin it all the way to Medusa. And if you do it right, you'll see that one glow. So yeah. So south. So the next 2, helmet is west, east is dogs. So west is right underneath jugs. So west is helmets. East is dogs. And then north, you can kind of just guess it, right? Because you can't have 2 of the same symbol. Turn it until it goes to birds, because that's the last one. There you go. So now what we want to do is go over and press the button, and you will fight the red version of this guy. He's basically the same thing, but he will have... This guy has a spin attack, and that spin attack can do a crazy amount of damage. Oof. Sweet. I can feel the power. So now we're going to go back to spawn, and you will see that there's a little black goat here. So we're going to follow this goat. Now, this goat's going to stop twice on his way. He's going to take a really long path, like a really long path. But what's going to happen is he's going to stop at certain points, and then we're going to get those sprinters again. Or I forget if they're sprinters or the swordsmen from the first level. You know what? Just because I'm curious, I'm going to pack the plague gun. Ooh, changes colors. So he's going to stop right outside the door for the... quiet one, and then he's gonna spawn a bunch of the swordsmen. Oh, I forgot that changes the wave. So the next place he's gonna go is the radio tower. So we have quite the haul. So make sure you get the wave down to 1, because you will have to fight the third and last guy with the hammer. So here comes the next stopping point. So now he's going to spawn the big guy. So this is a little tighter than, like, obviously do not do this when you're on Nightmare. Like, make sure you clear the enemies and stuff first. Like, get it down to 1, but because I have the weapon pack-a-punched, I mean, this feels pretty easy. Awesome. So grab the token. And now we're good to do the final boss. I'm just going to grab ammo, and then I'm pretty much good to go. So same exact strategy as before. There's really no changes. Now the only difference is you're going to start dealing with the hammer guys again, because now there's going to be a hammer guy, maybe even 2 on the map, as well as the abominations. Which isn't, like, because you're going to create so much distance, you don't even really notice them on the map, which is nice. So, boom, grab ammo, put the token in. And as you guys know, just start laying into them. So there's step 1. So there's our hammer guy. 2 hammer guy. I think Jason found it, right?
Yep, I got it.
Oh, sweet. Damn, even Jason's doing a lot of damage. Oh no, I got 2 of them on me, 3 of them, 4 of them. You got it?
Yep.
Sweet. Where are you, big boy? Boom.
There it is.
And just like that, you have completed the Easter egg. So now, right here is the leaf level. Boom. Just like that, you have finished Sewer of the Dead. Now, it's not... to be blunt with you guys, Nightmare is going to be a lot harder. It took Jason and I probably like 4 or 5 solid tries to get that done, just because we needed to find the strategy. If you follow this guide, that'll give you the strategy, but you still have to be very careful with your moves. On Nightmare, make sure you're constantly saving a zombie at the end, just so you can get some stuff done. Maybe even 2 zombies, just because you don't want them to die out. Yeah, this was by far the hardest one to do on Nightmare difficulty. So I wish you guys luck. Hopefully this helps. And yeah, good job, Jason.
Yep, good stuff.